What up? What up? What up? Navyvet88. I'm in live like I told you I would be at 3 o'clock. And this is the first live, so I'm gonna just sit in here for a second and see who all jump up in here and see if it'll really even be worth it to begin with. But this seemed like a little bit better than making videos for real though. I'd rather do this than to make a video. That's real. So I ain't gonna talk too much because it's just gonna be a long pause of silence. I guess if anybody look back at this video, you'll probably be able to see a live video without the editing or whatever. But I don't even do no editing for real, to tell you the truth. I just freestyle it all. Sometimes I just get a topic in hand, think about it, and then I'll be like, all right, what I'm gonna say on this? And that's it. I might give it a run through, maybe like twice, 3 times at the max, but that's just because I don't like to hear myself talk. So to keep listening to myself doing something over and over and over and over again, it gets so repetitive. I'll not even want to do it. So anybody got any questions? Anybody got something they want to hear me talk about? Give my opinion on something, whatever it may be. Shit, just shoot it into the comment section. I'm out here taking I'm taking all questions at this moment in time. But for real, I just wanted to see who was gonna jump in, because I said yesterday I was gonna be on at 3, and yeah, it's 3:02. So anybody want to talk about anything? It's all ears. Hop in, ask a random question. It really don't even matter what the question is. I'm just here to talk to some people for about, I'll probably stay here for about like 10 minutes. If don't nobody ask nothing, then I'm gonna be gone by probably minute number 8 or 9, because I'm gonna be tired of talking. And I'm gonna be tired of waiting on questions and stuff like that. But yeah, anybody got anything they want to ask or talk about, just let me know. I say I got one viewer. Oh shit, we got 2. I don't know. It could be. Sometimes I'll be like, am I the one? Like I see the little 1 up at the box. And I was like, damn, maybe I'm just the one viewer in here. Who that? Oh, my name Kev. What's popping? What's popping, Kev? What's popping? See you here on the first one. First one. I gotta learn how to be like my wife and type without looking at the damn keyboard. I don't want to make it look weird. I'm over here looking like Batman in the cave and stuff like that. Oh well. Oh, we got another viewer. What's popping? What's popping? See my boy Kev, Marine Kev, up in the building. I can't call it grinder. I can't call it at all. And just doing my first little live joint. That's all. That's all. Oh, yes, sir. I wouldn't have. Oh, yes. Yeah, for sure, Kev. I wouldn't have any other way. Got the homie on the first joint. Got the homie who I was, who was the homie before I started even doing it, the YouTube stuff. So, that's cool, because like you helping. So I appreciate you. And we got 3 plus a thumbs up. So I fucks with y'all. I fucks with y'all for real. For real. Hey, let me show y'all something cool that I had got. I don't know if y'all into Funko Pops, but I got one of these Navy dudes. I thought this was the coolest thing in the world. So I put this joint on, I keep it on my little desk or on my little shelf over there. It's too cool. I'm talking about the exact uniform we wore and everything. Well, except for the Dixie cap. We only wore that with like dress uniforms. We was like the newer Navy style, so we just wore command ball caps and all that. But yeah, I mean, like I said, man, anybody got any questions, shoot them in that comment section, and we can get the wrapping up in here, man. I got a whole list of stuff I wouldn't mind talking about. Like so Pete, so I've been wondering what's going on with these major cities, and it's like all of these Democratic run cities are never getting anybody thrown out of their political seats. All the killing, all of the shootings. When the weekend is about to get popping, especially 4th of July weekend. I even said in the video, I was like, maybe y'all got any friends, tell them stay their asses in the house. Don't go nowhere. Because I mean, you already know what time it is. And it's so sad that you could predict murder. Like that's the wildest shit. You could predict murder. So it's like everybody knows, it's like learned, behavior. So it's like every year, same old. Who that? Foundational Black America. What's up? What's popping, man? What's popping? But yeah, you know, it's like you already know to expect the worst. That's the killing part about this shit. So it's like every single year. And it's like y'all don't see the need to like kick these folks out of office. I mean, people don't want to have the military pulling up in the neighborhood and stuff like that, but then they not comfortable with, you know, all of the shooting, all of the murder and homicides and stuff like that. I'm like, I guarantee you, if you put a 3-man unit on each block in these neighborhoods, you'll save like hundreds of lives. But nobody want to seem to just take that course of action. I guess that's quote unquote doing too much. But man, whatever to say, these people above, beyond, and forever. What's popping? What's popping? I appreciate you hopping up in here. But yeah, that was just my little take on that. Just thought that was the wildest thing, especially with Mayor Lightfoot, what I've been seeing out there in Chicago, man. Somebody ought to boot her in her goddamn head. Hey, Kev, you're right. Community policing is the only way. It is the only way. But this the killing part about it. Community policing is the other way, but don't nobody want to talk to nobody. Don't nobody want to jump out and say, hey, y'all like need to chill. Because if you do say that, now your life on the line. So it's like, I get what you're saying about community policing, but the term snitching in the community is gonna come with community policing, because now, you know, the only way to police it is to tell on people. They be like, hey, all of them doing this, all of them, all of them was out there on the block shooting last night. All of them need to go to jail. All of them out there selling heroin. All of them need to go to jail. And at that point, that's your community policing. But now you get labeled as a snitch and you got to deal with retaliation and all that. That ain't for the average civilian to deal with. That's for the police job to hop in and handle that. But, you know, I ain't wanted to be like, oh, we need harsher prison sentences and stuff like that, because I know they were talking about like over criminalizing black men and women and stuff like that. But I mean, sometimes you got to respect what it is. If you got a person out here and they're a shooter and they out here just knocking heads off regularly, then hell, increase the law or increase the minimum sentencing on it. You know, raise it up some, make a deterrent for people not to want to go and get caught up in illegal activity. Stop giving people these bails so they can just hop out. I understand getting a fair and reasonable bail, as you know, as pertains to the Constitution. But damn, you have people out here on attempted murder out on bail, damn near murder out on bail, cocaine and heroin charges. I'm talking about to the extent of like bricks and shit like that, assaults, everything. And I'm like, but they get bail? Like, fuck out of here. Nobody trying to hear that shit. Foundational black community policing isn't telling, it's knowing prison isn't the answer. Yeah, prison ain't the answer. It ain't, but some of these folks need to sit their wild asses down. We don't need to call the police. We can handle it eternally. Hey man, show me. That's what I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see, you know, people handle it eternally. So we ain't got to call the police, of course, because you know everybody had this idea that the police always coming to kill a black person. Ooh. And I'm like, how many of us know people that's in jail right now for shooting it out with the police? So when they say they don't take people in when they black because they shooting at the police, that's bullshit. Because I know plenty of people that shot at the police and they sitting in jail right now. So you know they don't kill everybody. That's fact. I thought everyone correct needed. Nah, man, you good, man. Hey, you got to stay protected out here. But I don't mind nobody, you know, giving me, criticism on my ideas and stuff like that. It's just how I feel about it all. What's popping above, beyond? What you talking about? The Detroit 300 made a great attempt. Stop. Hey, man, them hearts, people be too emotional. They don't want to see their babies go down. They don't want to see their boyfriends go down and their husbands and stuff, but they want to just be oblivious to the fact that their life in jeopardy every moment that person is out doing, you know, whatever they doing, because, you know, people don't give it up. You know, they don't give it up fair in the street. You know what I mean? There ain't no rules to that. So everybody can become a victim. Everybody becomes a casualty. And then that's just, you know, is what it is. Police in the community job is to build a rapport with the citizens. For sure. By sources. Yeah. Cut the head, the body will follow. But you're right, it is their job. You know what? I grew up in the hood, and the wildest thing I never got, and if you from the Birmingham area, you understand this. I never got how you will have these men and women serving as public servants to the, to the communities. Nothing wrong with that. Being police officers, there's nothing wrong with that. But you'll come, and this is, like I said, this is for people from Birmingham, if you know, or from Alabama. They'll come all the way from Hoover, from Mountain Brook, from Trussville, all of these predominantly white middle class areas, and come to the hood where the highest income level and maybe like a 5-mile radius right there might be like $50,000. That's like the high. That means that person is living in the hood. I'm talking about they living good with $50,000 a year, and that's like the boss level in that little 5-mile radius. But you will come all the way out of the suburbs to police us, but you won't never come over here on your free time. You damn sure ain't finna have your kids coming up here on their free time. So it's like, yeah, they ain't trying to get to know nobody for real. They trying to get the hell up out of there. They trying to go there, get their check, and get on. And for them, some of them, that just be when you at the bottom of the level and you got to work your way up. It's like, well, you got to start down here before you can get up to being sergeant and chief and all that stuff, or go to SWAT, or go to gang task force and K9 units, all that kind of stuff. You got to start there. And I ain't trying to build that with nobody out there. Foundational. What you talking about? Single moms are the cause of these shootings. Hell yeah, for sure. Single moms all day, all day. Yeah, you right. People don't want to hear that hard truth, though. The police hurt us. Why would they do their job? Yes, we as men need to stop drinking the Kool-Aid. For sure. We need to stop drinking that for real, man. These folks be on some. Everybody want to say they folks, but you can't say these fools. That's just facts. We know people that's been in our lives since we was young kids, and they've been cutting up their whole entire life. What make you think they go change? People keep saying, oh, well, they need a chance to get that. Nah, these folks been having chances for 15 years, and they still out here doing the same dumb shit over and over and over. What up, Miss K? What's good? Oh, man, I'm good. I'm good, fam. Just out here just running my mouth with the fans or the followers or the subscribers or whatever you want to call yourselves. I look at y'all as family if you clicking up in here, because you at least care 2 cents about what I'm talking about. So I appreciate y'all. But yeah, as far as that thing we was talking about with the whole policing and all that, we can go on all the day about that. Justice reform, like, all of that. We can literally be in here talking until tomorrow about that. But hey, I appreciate the likes. Everybody that gave us a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, please, go ahead and subscribe. Like I was saying, when I first, anybody who wasn't here in the beginning, like I said, I'd rather do this than even make the videos, because sometimes making the videos and editing and trying to talk what I talk, because when I talk, I'm long-winded. I might as well have been a pastor. So I have to go back and watch a whole video all the way over again just to go be like, all right, I got to go do. Nah, this better right here. I rock with this. Lacey Joseph, chest rig or plate carrier for first buy. First buy, I'm gonna go with plate carrier. As a matter of fact, I got you right here. So first one, I'm gonna go with plate carrier. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's pretty fully loaded with mags. It's only just got mags on it only because somebody was asking about the weight ratio, like how much does it weigh with the plates and all that. But yeah, I'm gonna go with chest rig. Plate carrier, just because you could take the plates out of here and it'd be like hella light, and you just run your mag pouches on the front. And to me, at that point, it's just the same thing as having a chest rig. But the chest rig, I feel like with the 8 straps in the back, it's a lot more comfortable with the way that it's set up. But I'm taking plate carrier because at the end of the day, if I need to throw plates in there, the plates is in there. Foundation above. Let's see. Kev, what you talking about? Back in the day when Coleman Young was our mayor, he didn't allow applicants from outside of the city. Yeah, for sure. It's for sure. People, because I'm so close to Atlanta, living in, where I live at, I understand why Atlanta gets so bad. It's because you have an influx of people that are going over there from nearby areas, from Birmingham, from Memphis, from South Carolina areas, from Fort Lauderdale, well, not Fort Lauderdale, Jacksonville and places like that. People are migrating to them cities, and then they make it worse than what it is. And then it's like, it kind of like what they say, it fudged the numbers. So it make it worse than what it actually probably would be. Let me see. Steel or ceramic? I'm going with ceramic. I mean, honestly, I'm gonna put it to you like this: like somebody told me, whether you got steel, ceramic, level 3, 3A, 3+, level 4, shooters, whatever. If you get to the point where you're getting shot, I mean, that shit really don't matter because nobody want to get shot. So you kind of then failed if you get to that point. But I guess I'll take ceramics if I really had to take a choice. But I'd rather just not get shot. For real, for real. We as men need to put our foot down and take black. Hey, for sure. But then again, it's like it's so much of a cancer, but then people judge you when you say, like, man, I'm moving up out of here. Like, I'm getting the hell on. I'd rather go into a neighborhood where people are just watching me and willing to call the police on me versus living here where ain't no telling who go pop me, rob me, harm my family members and stuff like that. I'm not saying that that stuff don't happen if you move out to the suburbs and nothing like that, because crime can happen anywhere, you know. But at the same time, I do understand percentages. You definitely lower your big old pie chart of percentage of chances of stuff happening to you once you move away from that cancer. Now, some people want to stay back and fix that cancer. Me, I got the hell on. I don't even care. They can have that. They can let that shit burn. Still, Bug, what's popping, Bug? I appreciate you checking in, man. You definitely got to get that cut, man. My boy Bug, man. One of the best homies I ever had out here, man. That's my dog. That's my dog. That's my dog. Stock and ammo. Hey, man, we all got to stock the ammo. Shotgun to your arsenal. Everyone got it. Man, I had a shotgun before. I had this roommate. Funny story. I was living in Hampton. Had a roommate out of town with my shawty, went for like one weekend or whatever, came back. Roommate's friend came in and stole it. So that's my story about my shotgun. And ever since then, I never wanted another one. Do I need one or feel yeah, I know people like that sound of, you know, if you got a shotgun or whatever, you got that sound. You're tripping. Oh, it's some of my screen, my bad. But yeah, you know, people they want that sound of, you know, hitting that choke, and I'm good. Nah, I don't need to call. I don't want nobody to not so much hear it. You'll hear it, that noise that you're looking for, when I start shooting. That's the only noise you need to hear. Let's see, it was popping. And leaving the hood. I left Gary and I took my family. I already know how Gary is. I know a few people from there that they moved down here just because of their family members and stuff like that. So I don't blame you. And you probably somebody who understands, like, you know, you get to a certain point where he's like, all right, I need better for my life. You get away, you get outside of your environment, then you realize how hectic it was. And you remind yourselves, it's like, you know, it affects your psyche. It affects your emotions. And you realize, I ain't got time for that. So you know, you get up, you do better, you move forward and progress in life. And you like, man, I'm leaving that alone. My folk may stay there, but I ain't staying there. I'm gonna bring my family up. I'm gonna lift them up, and I'm not gonna let them have to endure that type of environment and stuff like that. So, you know, I salute anybody who, you know, move up and get up out of that thing, for real. Ty, what's popping, bro? Hey, I told you I was gonna get this live popping. I was talking to you about getting that camera set up the other day. So I'm still on Amazon looking for it, trying to get the camera and the little light fixtures and all that. My little brother, he do photography, so he might let me get his little light joint. But yeah, I appreciate you tuning in with me, partner, because, you know, I'm always checking your joint whenever you put them up. Abandoning black people is something like, man, they can have that. Now, I don't call it abandoning, but when I look at what they've done for me while I was in the environment, it's worth abandoning. I've lived in the suburbs, bought homes in the burbs on 2 different occasions, 2 houses. This is my 2nd house. None of the stuff that I experienced in living in those suburbs was ever anything like what I experienced in the hood. From crack dealing, addicts, getting robbed, you know, firearms in the mix, everything that you're doing. Can't sleep safe at night. Your house getting bullet holes in the ceiling because other people want to shoot outside of other people's houses and stuff like that. I remember we moved into one house, and I won't even say it was the hood, but this how it let me know that you really got to get away. Stayed in the house for 2 weeks. The house, like, literally, like, maybe I say 100 feet away, got shot up. So nah, I'm abandoning. I'm not abandoning my folk, my family, but everybody that's, you know, that look like me ain't me. You know, they ain't my people. I look out for the ones who actually want to help themselves, and I lend that extended arm out. I try to influence, the younger people that I interact with, and let them know, like, man, there's so much more opportunity out here. I'd have been out of the country on numerous occasions. I'd have owned homes. I'd have had all the cars I want, motorcycles, animals. Like I've had it all, and I'm trying to show people like I got peace. That's the most important part, is having peace in your heart. And I got that, but I don't feel like I would have had that peace had I stayed doing what I was doing before I went to the military. So that saved my life. And I try to be like, hey, do this, get away, go to school, get outside of your city. I know so many people that they afraid to go to college outside of a 2 hour drive away from their house, but that's just my thing on it. Let me see. I'm a man's man. Hey, that's what's up. Ain't nothing wrong with being a man's man. I know good black people who weren't raised in broken homes. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right about that. Your environment don't always, that's not 100%, that just because you came from a bad environment, you can't be influenced by the bull and stuff, that's going on in the streets. That's facts. Because I was somebody who was from it, and I accepted all of the negativity. I accepted everything that the hood had to offer at one point in time. I accepted it all into my life. And I was like, shit, this life right here. Like, I ain't even worried about nothing else. And then I got to a point, I'm like, nah, let me get away. Some might call it running away. But when I look back, I sound like one of the people that be preaching, be like, when I look back over my life, I'm like, oh, this is my little brother call. I'm gonna call him back. But yeah, when I look back over my life, man, I ain't made nothing but good decisions. Every day I wake up, I'm reminded of good decisions that I made. And I understand everybody don't get them opportunities, but that's why I try to tell folks when I can, like, hey, leave the bullshit alone. But I know some partners who grew up in the burbs, and for some reason, their parents drive an Audi, the mama drive an Audi, daddy drive a Benz, but they want to pull up in a box Chevy on sixes. I'm from the hood, and then I go to the suburbs to my pop's house. But when I'm back in the hood at my mom's house where I normally live at, I see niggas from the burbs come back to the hood. So I'm like, what y'all doing over here? Like, y'all stay way over there. So I understand some people got that call for the streets and the hood stuff, and it's just, it's just in them. So I can't knock them, but I ain't had a heart to fuck with it. I was like, no, I got to get up out of here. Y'all can have that. I'm gonna get Boog a double barrel sawed. Hey, Boog, hey, man, you better get that double barrel, dog, and stash that joint up under your truck somewhere, or you gonna be like them dudes on Fast and the Furious on the first one. They was coming to get all them DVD players and TVs off the back, and all them car parts. So yeah, you might need that shotgun for real, for real. Who condones it as well? I would definitely be dead if I didn't go to the court. Hey, for sure. For sure. I appreciate that, Stephen Wilson. I appreciate you. Welcome. But yeah, man, Kev, you get it, man. If we ain't get away from my environments, and Kev, I know because you from the D. And I already know how I get, man. I watch stories about, documentaries and stuff about how Detroit was back in the day. Which y'all had to endure, how the situations that people encountered, the influences that was there. And some of the influences where it's like the negatives seem like they outweigh the positives almost all the time for people who was coming up, especially people who might be like, at the age of 40 right now, who came up in Detroit. So yeah, that was a wild place. I can't say how Birmingham was back when I was a kid, but it didn't seem like it had the type of influence that a place like Detroit or Chicago had. Like, it seemed like the money was just calling everybody, and it was so readily available to get. But then it came with a lot of death too, because a lot of people died. It was nice to catch it. Like, oh shit, man, appreciate Foundation. Stay subscribed, dog. I know people have differences and stuff like that, but that's why we get to run up in here and talk, chit chat, talk about it. Had my man hanging from the pastor. Hey, bruh, he shot. Dang, what was old boy's name? I can't think of his boy name, but yeah, he hit him in the side with that sawed off, had him dangling like meat in the meat market. Let's see. It is great. Appreciate it. Anybody else got any questions? Because I done got so long-winded in talking about the hood stuff. Hood stuff just bad, man. I remember seeing my first person get shot maybe when I was about 8 or 9. Maybe I was like 9. Me and my little brother who was in the project sent outside nighttime, folk arguing and stuff. And then next thing you know, I seen the dude like walking out the crib. I guess they got done arguing and just decided, like, he was just like, I'm gonna just walk away from it, because you knew they was scrapping in the house. So he was like, bumping. I'm gonna just walk away, took the high road and just said, bumping. Next thing you know, like 5 seconds later, somebody came out, pop, 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 pop. And he was just laid out. He was laid out there right there in front of us. And if you ever been to certain type of projects, you got like a row, you got like a row of houses here, a row of houses there, a row of houses there, and then you just might have the street that's right there. And then in the middle, you have like the little jungle gym and a little slide for the little kids. So we was right there on the jungle gym, the little steel like joint with the bars and all that. And we watching the whole thing go down, because, a lot of times when you're in the hood, it'd be so much negative stuff that it starts to become entertaining. So you see people nodding off on the dope. You see people fighting. You see, people gambling, all this kind of stuff that can lead to just even more violence, but it becomes comical. It becomes the norm, so much of the norm for you that is funny. So we literally sat there and watched, the whole ordeal go down, thinking like, oh man, that's funny as hell. And then next thing you know, this dude laid on the ground, gunned down, right there in front of us. And when I say it's in front of us, it's like, I ain't no country dude. So I see people, country folks be spitting and stuff like that in the little dip, the dip bottle. So they probably can spit for if you ask them. This happened within a spit's throw of me and my little brother sitting right there watching that dude get shot. That could have been us. One of us could have easily got shot. So yeah, it was just the small stuff like that you see when you're young that just really have you like, is this normal? You know what I mean? Then I used to go to my pop's house and he lived out in the suburbs and stuff like that. So I tell him about some of the stuff that I was experiencing and seeing, or he'll, hear about it through the grapevine and stuff like that. And he'd be like, yo, why is you there? You know what I mean? But hey, man, like somebody said, sometimes it be them women. The women be the downfall. The women, why the reason some of these folks out here, these sons and stuff like that aren't able to be shielded from the streets. But hey, that's just my opinion. Anybody else in here? Who else in here, man? If you in here, say something. Let me know what's popping with you. Who been on the ammo run lately? That's what I want to know. Who been out getting the ammo? Because I'm thinking about going shooting this weekend. But it ain't no reason to go and stock up on ammo earlier in the week now, because ammo so readily available. Every time I go to Academy, it's always ammo everywhere now. I'm just mad that all they got is MA55. That's the only thing that's just like an abundance of is MA55. But don't nobody want to let you shoot that in their range because they're gonna tear it up. Trill Virgo, what's popping, man? You said you was gonna be in here. Braun Great, what's up? Just stumbled on the stream. Braun Great, hey man, I appreciate you. You stumbled into the right spot. You got a question, man? Shoot it in here. Academy by my house got a truck today. Yeah, man, they get them trucks on down here. They get them on Mondays and Thursdays. And man, I swear, you look at some of my older videos, man, I'll be outside in line at like 5 in the morning. I'm talking about just looking dumb, especially back when it was cold. I'm in there with a big old North Face jacket on, furry hood up, waiting to get some ammo. Just not even so you can shoot at that point. Like, it was just like I think we had become so comfortable and, in the fact that you could just go buy the ammo, then go shoot. To the point where if you want to shoot, you can't even shoot no more. So yeah, that ammo crisis really had us looking dumb. Black Friday lines, bro, you ain't never lied, but I ain't even go live. I could go get an Xbox right now. I go stand in that bitch if they had one, straight up. But boo, you turned out all right though. You got that PS5, so you good. Monarch and Winchester. Yeah, I rock with that Winchester. As a matter of fact, I got hold on. I got a couple boxes of Winchester right here. There's another little box. I got a couple boxes of this MA55 rounds. It's like a 200 round box. Another 200 round box. 2 boxes. So y'all don't think I'm like flexing over here. Shit, man. Oh, I ain't over here. Some of this brown, this stuff kind of good right here. This some good range ammo. I got another box of that down there somewhere. I was out there too. Did you get any of the recall break? Hey, damn, I'm trying to think of what's old girl's name that be on here. Oh man, I can't think of her name, but she told me about that Winchester, that 9mm. And as a matter of fact, I got some. Hold on, I got some over here right now. I got a couple boxes of it too. I got some of this right here, this Winchester. So I'm gonna look it up and see if this was one of the ones that she was talking about in my joint. Yeah. Santi TV. That's exactly who it was. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But yeah, that's who it was, Santi TV. She was the one that put that little link up talking about the recall on the ammo. And I just went shooting the other week, but I think I was shooting Blazer. I was with my little sister, and I was just taking her for her like first time shooting. But I was like shooting, like I got my that AR right there. Which I don't know if y'all can see that. But this joint right here, this is why we were shooting this, and AR pistol that we were shooting. So I really didn't get around to shooting that. But anybody got one of these cases right here? That got rubber seals in them? Because I'm looking for one with the little rubber seal in the top. I want to get the ones that we had when I was in the Navy. If I was smart, I would have acquired that before I got out. There was a whole lot of stuff I wish I would have acquired back then. It's just G. I got 4 boxes of the. Yeah. That white box. That's all I used to get. I'm hard North Texas, man. Hey, Kev, I'm surprised about that. Yeah. I'm from Arlington. Hey, yeah, Kev, man, I'm surprised, but I did hear about the governor out there in Texas had passed that bill for the suppressor joint. So you don't got to get the $200 tax stamp. And you, from what I heard and what I saw him sign the bill, that's what I'm thinking. It said in the bill, it's like you don't got to get a $200 tax stamp. You don't got to send your paperwork off to the ATO. As long as you buying a suppressor that's made in Texas, you can go in the store and buy it. So anybody from Texas that know that's true, let me know. Oh, Miss K, okay. Hey, what up, Santi TV? Yeah, so I guess I was right. Miss K already pretty much confirmed it with the fire emojis. So anybody who was Texas that day that was like pro 2A, all that, I know they was like, that was worth like popping a bottle of champagne for real, to know that you ain't got to pay that $200 tax stamp and wait. Man, my partner had to wait like 11 months to get a suppressor for his one of his, I forget, I think he got an AUG. I think it's an AUG, yeah. He waited like 11 months to get that damn suppressor. And then when he got it, I think sometimes they take the luster away from it. Yeah. It take the luster away from it, man. You don't need, it'd be like, man, because my whole thing is I don't want to spend $1,000 for something or say $800. Then I got to pay $200 to the state or to the country, to the ATF. And then on top of just spending almost $1,000, I still got to wait like 9 to 10 months. That's dead. That's the only reason I ain't got one right now. Stipulation is the suppressor has to be. Yeah. That's what I heard. And Texas is so big from what I hear on 2A that I know it's plenty of companies. I actually ran into a company, I say 2 weeks before that happened. And I was online looking at a suppressor, and then it was like only for sale for people that live in Texas and like law enforcement and stuff like that. So I was like, damn, I was looking at it like, they got good prices and everything. On especially for the muzzle devices and everything that it torched down onto, but it was like only for Texas folk. So that was wild. Oh, I see the homies in here. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, that whole suppressor thing is that's what's up for y'all in Texas. If they get that in Alabama, we gonna have it popping out here, because I already know I'm gonna go ahead and get one. As a matter of fact, if they make that a law here in Alabama that you can get a suppressor, I'm gonna clap it up for myself and pat myself on the back to learn about saving money, saving even a little bit of money, because now I got credit cards that's paid so far down. I got cash that's, in a good situation in my savings. So I'm glad that I started saving. And these be them days when stuff like that happen, you be like, oh, it's a good deal, and I got the money for it. That's when you got to like pat yourself on the back, like, kudos to me. Nah, I ain't in Texas. I'm in Alabama. I used to live in Texas, as a matter of fact, for a little hot second. I lived in Dallas, Fort Worth. My uncle lived in Arlington, and I stayed there with him for a little bit. Then I moved to Fort Worth for a second. Then after that, I ended up coming back to Alabama. TV doing good stuff. Take on perspective. What you mean perspective? Yeah. What you mean perspective? You gonna be cutting up with this, bruh? Hey Ty, you already know. You already know my shit go look. I'm look like Rambo in '96 out here. They tripping. But yeah, if I get a suppressor, I'm gonna probably get two. One for the pistol and one for the ARs. But it's gonna be interchangeable because all I run is 5.56. So it's gonna be able to swap through all of them. Now, as far as the pistol is concerned, I have a few Glocks, but I'm not getting it for the Glocks, honestly. It's the FNX 45. I used to have one back in the day, and I ended up selling it like a dummy. But I ain't understand what I had at the time, and it was when it was brand new, so this was like 2016. But yeah, if I did get a suppressor for a pistol, I'm getting it for the FN 45 tactical. That'll be the only thing I get it for. We can't wait till September, y'all. In effect. Yeah. September. How much self-defense do man? Honestly, I feel like for the ARs, if you run the ARs, most people that got ARs, they got a lot of magazines. So I'm gonna say 3 mags of self-defense ammo. More than that, you ain't even gonna need that much. Honestly, that's just my opinion. Because if you get in a fight that's that serious, you fighting with some people that's on another level. For real. Because if I got to run through 60 rounds, I'm fighting somebody that's on a whole nother level. At this point, that must be like government coming to trying to take your issue or whatever. But I think 3 mags of that is good. But you should, I guess I heard somebody say you should keep all of your magazines loaded. But I got enough mags to load all of them, but I'm not gonna do that. I keep my little I got my little carry can right here, and I got about 500 or 600 rounds in there, and that's just the training ammo in that can right there. But I'm thinking about just getting me a particular can with the little rubber seal around them, a little military style, and just stuffing all of my loaded mags. Because somebody did say something to me the other day, and I was like, that makes sense. It's like, why do you have magazines and they not all loaded, regardless of what's going on? So I was like, yeah, that's right. Like I should probably keep them all loaded, because if I got them and they all empty, and one day I might be downstairs and need to throw one in, then bump it. I've been popping here and popping. What up, Teddy? Man, see, everybody know. I heard too many dudes in line talking about 20K. Man, hey, fuck them 20,000. Man, them 20K people can they can do something with their life. You don't need to keep. All right, so look, I was with my boy a couple weeks ago. We was at his gunsmith's shop, and I had put a little short on there, and the short was when I shot a fully auto 22. I didn't know that when I first got there, they was gonna let me shoot the full auto 5.56 because he has a class 3 license or whatever. So he has a fully auto, basically M4 loadout. I think it was Colt. Unless you shooting fully automatic, you do not need 20,000 rounds. One, if you ain't got a fully auto rifle, you don't need 20,000 rounds. If you're not a part of a militia, you don't need 20,000 rounds. And thirdly, you don't really need 20,000 rounds. But I'm gonna put an asterisk on that third one because this America and you can do what you want to do. So I can't knock nobody for getting the 30. But if you that's it. If you ain't shooting fully auto and you ain't got no small militia group that you with, you don't need that many rounds. Because if you shoot semi-auto, you'll blow the damn rifle up shooting that much. Man, let me get back to work. All right, I fuck with you, Ty. Holla at you. Get back to that money. Yeah, but yeah, that was my take on that whole 20,000 rounds kind of deal. I mean, if you feel like you need it or you just accumulate that much over time, then cool. But if you out here like I'm pressing to get to 20K, you just wasting money at that point. Because you really have, because the way I look at it is if you stash in 20K, then how much do you actually shoot? Because the only way that I'm gonna have 20K and I feel like that's what's gonna be in my safe, or I have a specific area stash set up for 20,000, that means that I shoot like ridiculously. Either I'm a competition shooter or I got so much land and area that I can actually go on and shoot that I could just shoot all day. And my pockets is deep because that stuff add up over time. Zach, Sun TV. Somebody said they're in Cali. Who's in Cali? Unless y'all having a conversation about something I ain't catch. Deepest wings. Yeah. Just no reason for the 20,000. No reason at all. Nah. And then if you live in places like if you live 20,000, but how many guns? Man, if you got 20,000 rounds, you better have a small arsenal to supply a 5-man unit. Straight up. If you got 20K, you should be able to supply a 5-man unit when it comes to the firearms. That's talking about pistols, rifles, shotguns. Like you got it all. Like you even probably got a 50 cal in there somewhere. 50 cal sniper rifle. But other than that, if you ain't got all that, ain't no point of the 20K. Ain't no way I live in Cali. Bruh, who you telling, Miss K? They hate it. They hate it. So I'm like, ain't no way you living in California and you out here with 20,000 rounds because they got magazine capacities. And on top of that, you got to break your AR down before you can even take the magazine in and out. So you only got 10 rounds you can shoot at a time. You got to break the rifle back and forth apart to even take the magazine out. Now, unless you just went across state lines and got your guns, and then no, because even if you're a California resident, you can't even buy that stuff. So yeah, you screwed. You might as well move at that point. I wouldn't even care. Honestly, if I lived in California, I wouldn't even have ARs. I just only have pistols. And then maybe like some of them old school, like an M1 Garand or something like that. Like I wouldn't even entertain them ARs at that point. 1,000 per gun. I could see that because I got about 1,000 per. I got about 1,000 per gun. Well, I take that back. I have about 1,000 per caliber. There you go. So I got enough to fill every magazine for the pistols. Got enough to fill every magazine for the rifles. That's it. That's all I need. Because even if I got to take all of that on the road, I don't need that much. Nah. Cali got 30 round mag. What? Freedom Week allowed. Oh, yeah. I did hear about them changing that law. And it was like a couple weeks ago, as a matter of fact. So yeah, I stand corrected. They sure enough did change that up a little bit until I guess somebody tried to overturn it. They be saying 20K. Shut the fuck up. Man, SHTF situation on 20K, you better have you a truck and a whole team to move around with all that, because 20K go take up some space. So you better have you a nice little team with you carrying all that, because ain't no way you finna go in here and carry 20K on your own in a bug out situation if you doing it for SHTF. That's only if you bugging in. But I ain't bugging in. I'm bugging out. I'm getting out of Dodge if I can. And another thing, I see so many people, and I said this in the video before, I don't see why so many people who on this quote unquote SHTF situation thinking that being on the defense is the best move, because you got to realize how many people go be on the offense. A lot of people ain't out here storing up for SHTF so that they can just go and, hunker down and bug in. There's a lot of people out here training to go take your bug in. So while you training to get your food and your water together, get your canned goods up and stuff like that, it's probably them people out there that's close to spec ops trained who coming to take your stuff. So they really don't have to worry about stashing so much food and stuff. They got enough to get them maybe a week on the road, and that's about it. But with the training that they're doing right now and stuff like that, they know how to clear houses. So you in there thinking that I'm gonna just stay upstairs in my room and we just go buggy in, and good luck with that. I ain't naive. I know it's people out here that's where they say you got takers. Some people just go take. Let me jump in here. I need to get me a bug out vehicle, my bug out bag and my bug out. Hey, Santi, yeah, getting one ain't. You go down the deep hole when you start going to the SHTF stuff. I ain't even gonna lie. that stuff will literally drain your bank account, because you'll start talking about, oh well, I need this type of vehicle, then I need this type of bag, then I need this type of firearm, then I need this specific type of ammo, then I got to get this water purification system, then I got to get a way to make all this fire. And I'm like, but if you have nowhere that you're ultimately going, you either go take somebody's shit, or you go just starve out here, because everything has a limit before it is, before it runs out. So you have all that stuff on you, and you know, oh, I'm bugged out, I'm in the woods or whatever. And you've been in the military, especially like you Army and Marine people. Eventually, them supplies go run out. So either you go die or you're going to take somebody's shit. Because if it's SHTF, it ain't gonna be a whole lot of people that's willing to accept you into their fold or their situation. Because a lot of these people that's SHTF preppers and all that kind of stuff, they have a contingency plan made up ahead of the fall and the collapse, where they finna all go out to like Gatlinburg somewhere, or Pigeon Forge in the woods to somebody's cabin that they own that's secluded out in the middle of nowhere. And that's where they go seek their refuge at, where it's gonna be hard for people to get to you, because you might be uphill, you're out of, you out in the wilderness, so it's hard for people to kind of spot you and stuff like that. They're gonna be doing patrol around their joint. So yeah, unless you got a contingency plan like that. Now I wouldn't mind getting something like that. It wouldn't even be so much prepping the food and all that kind of stuff here for me. It'll be a small bug out bag that's just enough to get us to the spot where everybody know that's in the middle of nowhere, secluded, and we might be the only people that know how to get there. Now we might go there individually over time, and it's like, all right, this your month to go there and fill up the spot with this, and then next month is my turn to go up there, maybe fill it with water, fill it with food, fill it with canned goods, fill it with medical supplies and all that kind of stuff. You got a jack for sure, okay. You got the jack. Yeah, you got to pull a jack move. It is what it is. It go to SHTF out here, and I'm turning the old dog for sure. Gonna have a lot of people starving when logistics break. Yeah. Emergency duress carry bag. I can understand that. I can understand having a solid medical bag, and I ain't talking about just a little pouch, because I keep a little pouch. I got a little pouch that I keep on my range bag, and then I keep a pouch that's I keep one in the kitchen, then I keep one in the forerunner outside. So definitely something that I would recommend anybody to do is get you a solid medical bag, kind of like one of the ones that the EMTs and pull up with, where you got everything, like you good to go. I feel like that's number one. That's key. That's keyed in a little bit right there. Not the bag, I mean the SATL preparation. Emergency duress carry bag. Oh, what you need in there? I mean, that's all up in the air. Honestly, I feel like if anybody want to know what to put in a medical bag for SHTF, just go talk to a paramedic. I'm pretty sure they go give you, or a nurse. No, I said paramedic, because paramedics know how to handle just about any situation on site that you might encounter or run into, whether it's allergies, whether it's skin irritants, fire, damage to your body, collapsed lung, blood loss, puncture wounds, gunshot wounds, and stuff like that. I feel like if you go holler at a paramedic, they'll get your bag right. It's a solid paramedic, somebody that you could find that kind of talk and they know what they're talking about, especially prior, like military people who are in like combat zones and stuff like that for a longer amount of time, because they got all type of training, plus what they deal with in just a regular everyday to day city type of stuff. I feel like those the best. Texas had their run though. They shut us down. Probably had personals get. Hey, for real, Santi. When I lived in Fort Worth, this was back in 2017. And that gas was so ridiculous. I was talking to my brother about it the other day. I was parked literally on the shoulder on the highway, waiting to get into a gas station. That's how bad it was. And so I'm like, you sitting there wasting 30 to 45 minutes worth of gas just to pull up to that tank so you could try to fill your tank up. I thought that was the dumbest thing in the world, for real. Amazon as a starter. Yeah, for sure, Teddy. For sure. I seen them online too. With the big old orange bags. I seen the orange one, then they got a red one on there too. And it's a couple of other sites that sell them like exclusively without going through Amazon. And they're pretty dope. Hey, for sure. For sure. I'm a Navy dude, so I get me a boat too. For sure, for sure. Hey, that's why I keep my sailor right here, man. We all about that aquatic life. So yeah, getting a boat is definitely up the right alley. Honestly, SHTF, I think that's gonna be the see, I'm not lying. Those lines. Yeah, yeah, for sure. So yeah, I guess you stayed out there for a minute. Been living there, or you from there, but you know what time it was then. But yeah, it was dumb. I never saw nothing in my life, and I had just recently moved there when I had dealt with it. I hadn't even been there a couple of weeks when I dealt with it, and I was like, I hope it ain't always like this in Texas, because the highways is bad to drive on, and the gas was hard to get. So yeah, it was all stupid. But yeah, I remember watching, what was that show? Fear the Walking Dead, and the dude ran, or I forget the dude name, but anyway, he had the boat. I think he stole a boat from somebody that was like rich or something like that. Strand, that was his name. He stole a boat. I feel like that was the best option you could have, as long as you could keep it out there and you had enough gas on it to keep it running. Because a boat meant to be in water, so it's cool for you to just be sitting in the water every day. It's just, eventually, of course, eventually you'll run out of gas. But I feel like if you got a good radio, which is what you should have, if you got a good radio, you're able to pick up signals and find out what's what and where's where, as far as safety is concerned and stuff like that. Then having a boat, you good. Now we get an EMP or something like that. I hear the SHTF people who really go down that rabbit hole. Uh, they be talking about, oh, well, you might get an EMP attack, and then next thing you know, all of the electricity is out and all that. Well, everybody fucked at that point, because if you ain't got no power, we all screwed. At that point, we might all come together and try to do something, because yeah, stuff really bad when you ain't got no power. Nah, man, I don't hunt. I don't hunt at all. I've been trying to get my uncle to take me for the longest. But that's the hardest part about dealing with people who work from the house. They always up and decide to do stuff when they want to do it, because they really don't got no schedule that they have to adhere to on a typical day if they ain't got nothing going on. So yeah, it's hard to catch up with them. But I've been wanting to go for the longest. Florida, all right. I was just out there in Orlando, month or two ago, April. Trying to go back already. Trying to go back already. The sun was too bright in Florida. And it didn't rain that bad when we was there. I think it only rained twice. One time it was like a light storm, and then another day it just was a little drizzle. So yeah. Plus, I was stationed in Florida back in 2006, 2007. I was stationed down there in Pensacola, and I liked Florida. It gave me a good outlook on the military starting out. But by the time I got to Virginia, it was a whole nother story after that. Let me jump in here see what y'all talking about. Who else got some questions in here? We done talked about everything from the hood to ammo. Anybody know? Damn, what is it? Tactical O Tactical. I can't think of this dude's name. He got he run a little training joint out in Texas. Let me see if I can find his name. I think it's Body by O or something like that. Oh yeah, Body by O Tactical. Y'all out there in Texas, y'all heard anything about him? Alligator hunting. Nah, y'all tripping. Y'all can have that. I ain't playing with no gators. Yeah, I ain't playing with no gators. Y'all can have that. I'll do a little hog hunting, but I ain't messing with no gators though. Nah, because I feel like you got to get too close up on them to shoot them. And I see them tails, they'll whip around on you, and they little flat head be, yeah, you can have that. But I see people be snatching them up by their tail and slamming them on their back and all that good stuff. But nah, I ain't even rocking with that. You ain't never heard of the Body by O Tactical? Yeah, that's his name. Y'all should look him up. I mean, I can't promote him because I don't know him neither. But I've been looking to check his little joint out in Texas, because I like Texas, so I wouldn't mind coming out there and taking this little course. Alone survival. I think I seen that. I seen a few videos, little small movies about the survival and all that kind of stuff. Body by O Tactical. Yeah, Virgo. True Virgo. Yeah, that's it. I ain't with that survival stuff though. Like I ain't gonna be no good to nobody in the woods. All I can be is muscle to carry some stuff, and that's about it. Trains outside of South Dallas. Okay. Yeah, Dallas, all right. Dallas is all right. I don't mind going back to Dallas again. But yeah, that whole survival in the woods, that's dead. Now I might be able to do a little bit better in the city, moving around on concrete, on regular grass and ground. But being out in the woods, nah. But I got some people. I got some people for that though, because my homies is Eagle Scouts. So, and I got a few of them that's Eagle Scouts. So I ain't worried about being out there. I got the people I need to take care of business. And I'm the gun dude. So everybody know they go take me in with open arms. Training course though, I want to shoot around targets and the band house or some stuff. Nah, I ain't did that yet. I've gone to a shooting course. Certain stuff I can't put up because of legal reasons on YouTube. But I've gone to courses where I've competed in and shot. It's the USPSA matches and stuff like that. So I've shot in a couple of those, and it was pretty cool. I had a good time shooting on there. So yeah, it was straight. So I've done that aspect of like moving around, shooting around targets, barricades, all that kind of stuff. But as far as in-house shooting, I haven't done that. But I have watched people do it. They have some training shoot house that they have that you can run. And they like literally, they clear in and out the house, and you can actually shoot while you're in the house. So going up the stairs, down the stairs, all that kind of stuff. Close up in the paintball. Yeah, I wouldn't mind paintballing. It'd be kind of fun. I know they had a little spot in Virginia when I lived out there. Everybody used to go paintballing there. I'd rather do the airsoft stuff. I feel like that's just a little bit more on the realistic side as far as weapon setup is concerned. I seen some of the paintball, firearms that they have. I don't know if you call it firearm, but yeah, I see some of the tools that they have. But the the airsoft stuff, they stuff mimic, ARs and pistols so much that you can't even really tell one from the other. Where you taking classes at? Trill Virgo. Dang, I've been in this joint for about an hour already. What's popping? What's popping? Hey, I was just talking about you. I was saying you want to. Somebody was asking me. They was like, "Do I go hunting?" And I'm like, "Nah." And I was like, "But I got an uncle who worked from the house." But that's the down part about it. When you work at home and you want to decide to go somewhere, you just up and go and don't tell nobody. And then I'll be missing out on all of the hunting trips when you go out to the country. Shoot point blank offers advanced handgun. Check it out. Yeah, but the training is pretty cool though. I mean, when you go to some of these training courses, you're around people who really know what they're talking about. Because the few courses that I went to where I shot at the competitions and even the days when we was just out there training, there's nobody out there that looked like me. And I had the best time of my life when it comes to being around firearms. And I wish everybody could have that experience, especially when we out with folks that look like us and it'd be like, cool. But it seemed like the times when I've gone around situations like that, it's like everybody just getting trained to learn how to like hold and shoot a gun. But then when I go over here with these cats, it's like all running gun, like straight running gun. So I wish it was the same way on both ends. It's a bad mode for I really want one. Yeah. The FNX 45. Like I said, I had one in the past. And I ended up selling it, and that was like a dumb move. But like I said, I ain't know no better back then. But I think I had paid like $699. Yeah, it was like $699 or like $750 for it. Now you can't get them for damn near under $1,000. You might get you a used one for like 8 and some change. But brand new right now, because I want that 45 tactical in the FDE color, solid $1,000. $100 4 hours, 2 in the classroom, 2 300 rounds. Yeah. 300 rounds ain't bad. That's like I was telling I was telling my uncle on here, I was telling somebody else, it's like some of these training courses that you want to take from some of these major big brand companies and stuff like that. It's like they seem like they provide you with added more than adequate training, because they show that they train other people, whether it be military, whether it be law enforcement, anybody. They'll charge you like $400 to take one class. But it's like you want to take the pistol 1 and the pistol 2 class, but you can't take the 2 unless you take the 1. So now you taking 400 a class, that's $800. Then they want you to have a round count of about 500. 500 rounds. So at this point, buying 500 rounds plus paying for the 2 courses that they offer on the 2 days back to back. If it ain't in your state, that means you got to travel out there. You about to pay $1,600 just to take a course for 2 days. I'll be like, it don't even be worth it at that point. But I can't tell nobody how to do their business though. Just picking different classes from different trainers before I take my NRA instructor course. Oh shit, that's what's up. That's what's up. I was thinking about getting my NRA instructor course license as well, and just teaching. I forget who I was talking about the other day. I was like, man, that'd be a dream job for me though. Just teaching people about firearm shooting and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I could do that all day long. I sit and talk about it all day to the point where I got this YouTube channel. So yeah. But man, I'm about to get ready to let y'all go in a minute, because it's 4 o'clock. We've been doing this thing since 3, and I had a solid 9 to 10 people in here. So I appreciate anybody who stuck around all this time. Y'all don't know how dope it is. I know they do it in Vegas, and they do it in Utah. Vegas, Utah, Arizona. I'm not sure about Texas, but I know Vegas, Utah, and Arizona is 3 spots that they do long range sniper shooting. And I'm talking about like 400 and 500 yards on out. Best for me and experiences. Yeah. So yeah, that's why I think they do the sniper shooting that I know of. And I'm pretty sure you can find anywhere that got that much area. But I can't even, I mean, normally people go out and they find places, be like, oh, we can shoot out here, but I ain't never seen nowhere you just randomly pass that you can shoot for almost 1,000 yards and ain't nobody out there. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've been saying I was gonna do it for a second now. So yeah, it was cool, man. I gotta figure out how you put the little thing up in your community block to let people know that you set a reminder for you that you're about to do a video, because I'm gonna do another one on Friday. So if y'all want to tune in on Friday, I'll probably do another one at the same time if I don't go to the range. Plus that Black Widow movie come out, so I might go to the range, watch the movie, then go pick my wife up from work. So I might do it all in that order. Who knows? 2,000? Shit. I already teaching I love guns. Hey man, do it. It ain't never too late. Polish shooting range in San Diego. 900, you can't beat that. See what training ammo. 150 grain, or do they suggest heavier? I go with 115 grain or 124. And if you go, you going up a little heavier, then I feel like, I don't know, maybe that's self-defense ammo area, but I think it's just all about your preference though. I like to stay at the 115 though. All right, Trail Virgo, I'm gonna holler at you, player. Check out the good people Friday. All right, we'll see you, Miss K. We'll see you. Everybody enjoy their day. Be safe out there. I know it's kind of like in the middle of the day. I know people work, so I appreciate y'all for tuning in. What up, Repizza? I'm cool. We're gonna land at Texas. Yeah, y'all have a good one. But yeah, that's what I was saying. 115 grand. I feel like that's pretty good as far as the training joint is concerned. You good money at that. It's fairly light, easy to easy to hold, keep the weight keep the weight right. It ain't too heavy. Sometimes I think about that when you're shooting like Glocks and polymers and stuff like that, the bottom being too light versus the slide and stuff like that. Oh, go in the schedule and click premiere. Okay, bet. I'm gonna do that because I want to put it up so people can see it and they can get a reminder. I feel like it'll probably be a better video if I do it in the evening, but I don't feel like doing it in the evening right now. I just want to get a feel for people just checking and tuning in. What else y'all got to talk about? You got any more questions? I'm gonna be here for like another 10 minutes for you. I'm gonna give it 10 more minutes. Then we go jump up out of here. I'm getting kind of hungry too. Anybody watch Black Scout Survival page? Yeah, that's his name, Black Scout Survival. It's funny because I watch his page and then I watched the dude Locks and Loaded, and then I guess Locks and Loaded had an issue with Black Scout Survival putting his picture up when he was talking about the dude Ozone. They end up shooting a cop down in Florida. So I guess he was kind of like, trying to say he was getting a defamation of character because I guess the picture that he put up wasn't to do with Ozone. It was Locks and Loaded page. So I was like, damn, that's crazy. Two people I follow and they kind of like got beef with each other. Saturday. Dang, I got stuff to do Saturday, see? And the one time you let me know ahead of time, like, yeah, I'm gonna go out there Saturday. Or you will say you're going out there Saturday, and then I might end up seeing you, and you be like, yeah, I ain't even go out there. Locks and Loaders image is always used by yeah, for sure. I don't know why when you pull up the NFAC, I guess he just took the best picture out there. Honestly, he probably looked like went to shoot. Right. Okay. Yeah, I probably will then. But yeah, I think he just had the best picture for the NFAC when it came to how professional some of the people look. Like he kind of fit the bill for what they were looking for. Like I guess that pro Black American tactical shooter. Like he just fit the bill. Like the picture it wasn't a bad picture of him. So it's like it's not like they were putting a picture of him like old boy that had the 22 AR and it was like around jammed up in the chamber, no sights on the rifle, and because you had people out there that was just looking bad. I'm like, bro, I don't even rock with NFAC, but as a whole, as how all of everybody there looked exactly alike as far as like race is concerned. It's like y'all was making all us look bad, bro. Like if y'all was finna come out like that, y'all need to make sure that everybody's checking their buddy and everybody's making sure that everybody is correct. That made them look real bad when they was out there. You got people out there with no sights on their rifles. But yeah, old boy on Locks and Loaded, and shout out to Locks and Loaded because he used to be in the Navy too. So that's the shipmate for real. We might not see eye to eye on everything that I see him post about, but I still rock with dude because he got good common sense at the same time too. But yeah, I think the picture that they picked, it was just so happened that he was the favorite picture out there. And it's a good picture. So if you ever go look up Locks and Loaded on like Google or something, and then pull up that NFAC picture, it's like it's a good picture. Like even the I guess the wrap that he had on his magazine looked like something that came off of kente cloth. So it was dope. Like he looked certified. He looked like he mean business when he out. It just sucked that people see that picture and they automatically just say like, "Oh, you the poster dude." You know what I mean? He probably more pop. His picture is probably more popular than the Grandmaster J dude. Or yeah, I think that was his name, Grandmaster J. But yeah, his picture probably more popular than his. But like I said, man, shout out to Locks and Loaded. I rock with his channel, man. He got some good firearms, and I've seen his channel for about maybe a year or two. And I've seen his has come a long way. He does what I feel like everybody should be doing because I did what he did. I went out and got training, even more training and more training. So it's like, salute to that dude for getting all of the training. I'm seeing him doing courses where they clearing rooms and all that kind of stuff. Plus, he's I think he has his own security company or business as an entrepreneur type situation. So that's dope too. Yep, he looked like a tactical black Moses. For sure, Tay. For sure. He does, but he do a good job at it. He look, like I said, he looks professional when you see him out. as far as what I've seen on YouTube. I've never seen him out in person, but from what I've seen on the videos and all that, he comes out professional. He's always seeming like he's pushing the envelope, trying to do more with his training. So it just goes from just standing in range, just standing, right there, range like this, you just shooting at your silhouette, just boom, boom. Like he really be getting the business. So yeah, he a dope dude. He a dope dude. All right, I got about 5 more minutes in here. So anybody got any last minute questions? They want to pop up anything they want to say, just shoot them down in the comment section. I'm scrolling up through these messages, not messages, but comment section, man. Y'all really was rocking with your guy today. I appreciate all that. Especially the people that I know through here. Like they really, they really stepped in and showed out too. I appreciate them for coming in, even taking the time out. Because I had said something about it yesterday, so they probably saw my little reminder short that I put up saying that I was going live at 3. So I appreciate them for even coming in. And I appreciate you if you're watching right now. Like, share, and subscribe on the channel. If y'all want to get more live content, I think this is a whole lot better, like I said, than trying to create a video, having to do all the editing and stuff like that. Because, yeah, I'd rather be doing this. So, yeah, I'm going to sit in here for about another 4 minutes. And then I'm going to go get me something to eat. Make some. I don't know what I'm going to eat. What y'all eating on today? Who got lunch? I seen Zaxby's got a mean chicken sandwich out there right now. So I might shoot over to Zaxby's and pick one of those up. Come back to the crib, do a little cleaning or something like that. Oh, Navyvet88. If anybody want to play me on Call of Duty, Xbox One. Yeah, that's my tag name, Navyvet88. If you don't find it on there, just hit me up on here and jump in one of the comment sections. I'll see it because the notification go pop up. And just let me know if you want to get on one of the teams or something like that with us on Call of Duty. So, do the training you take include 3 guns or is pistol? It'd be like pistol and rifle, but it's dudes out there that shoot the competitions doing 3 gun and stuff like that. But I don't really rock with the shotguns like that. So there you go. But yeah, they do 3 gun too. I do 2, and that's it. But I think when I'm doing 2, it's not more so for competition type of style. It's more so for like moving with the battle belt plate carrier on and shooting like that. Kind of like that training course that I was telling you about that we was gonna go to in Arkansas a couple weeks ago. But we got the stuff going on with the little one and all that stuff. So I was like, I'm gonna prioritize and put what's most important ahead of my little wants right now. I can always go back. Plus, I'd rather go when it's colder out. Honestly, I'd rather be out there in hoodie and all, doing that work. So yeah, I'm gonna let you know when I go. When I get ready to go, I'll definitely keep you informed so we can go out there together or ride out there. It's funny because I was checking my phone and now I found myself live. That's the wildest thing in the world. But yeah, I'm about to get up out of here. I ain't gonna hold y'all no longer. I'm finna go get me this little chicken sandwich from Zaxby's and eat up. And I'm holler back at y'all. Peace. See how we stop that. Bang. Yup.